Ano, kaniyang gulibig dan mo. Lo better kung na.
जलपा ठाउँ नेपाल पारु आइतबारदी हलिनेवा दबु अर्थात वर्ल्ड नेवा अर्गनाइजेसन यानी था या जाजो WNO डेली ब्रॉडकास्ट लस्कुस लिसे हना बना देसा नजना जी जाजो न्याकामी नीतू डंगोल ठुगुनी गुबेक खलाबला जाजोले हलिमे जना दिपी नेवानु गदुपी हने बपी व्यक्तित्व पिन्ता पाहा बना वेकपिन्स समाजे अथेहे भाषा संस्कृति इत्यादि खेले यानवजना दिगु अतुलनीय जायतकया खलाबला यानवजना गुदु अथेहे WNO पाखे निहानी थ नेपाल ई कथ बहनी सिया नेदाती ताइल निसे गुगल ट्रान्सलेसन एन्ड भ्यालिडेसन सेसन न ढाकावे जंगुदु गुगु थौ या सेसन नतिन जगको जागुजुल चेपिन्सन थ ऐतिहासिक ज्याजो स बोतिकाया दिपै नाप बोतिकाया दितन इनाप्यन्जना WNO डेली ब्रॉडकास्ट या खलाबला ज्याजोले थौ या बे प्याखौ हुलामी अथेहे कोरियोग्राफर पहाजियादी वेक देश जक मखु से विदेश न जना तस्क लोक हम डान्सर वो कोरियोग्राफर ख टिभी अथेहे टीटी अवार्ड शोले असिस्टेंट कोरियोग्राफर अथेहे परफॉर्मर जिया जयना दिदुंकु गुदु अथेहे वेक इंटरनेशनल फ्लिट रिव्यू अथेहे गांधी जानी जिगर अथेहे द म्युजिकल अथेहे सरी द गांधी द म्युजिकल अथेहे जियो शो इत्यादि एज अ परफॉर्मिंग आर्टिस्ट अथेहे कोरियोग्राफर या रूपे न जयना दिदुंकु गुदु हासा अथेहे नेपाली धागु खासा वेक बुगी बुगी नेपाल सीजन 1 या असिस्टेंट कोरियोग्राफर या रूपे अथेहे नेपाल आइडल सीजन 1 या रियलिटी प्रोड्यूसर अथेहे प्रोडक्शन कोऑर्डिनेटर या रूपे अथेहे डांसिंग विथ स्टार नेपाल या सुपरवाइजिंग प्रोड्यूसर वो हेड अफ कोरियोग्राफर या रूपे जयना वयजना दिदुंकु गुदु दासा अथेहे वेकल AP1 HD च्यानलले as a reality producer Jayana Ditunku Gudu Vekala Apala Sankipa choreographer Vekana Yana Ditunku Gudu Hasa Veka Impulse Academy Performing Arts founder अथेहे director न वेका जियादी ठाउँ जाजो छ वेकला याना वजना दिगो थुपी मध्ये ज्याय तकाया अथेहे वेका फ्यूचर प्लान्स या तकाया खला वाले या गुजी अथेहे चिपिदिंगो पाहेन पाहे नि तीन सुनान हिसाब दुगु जुसा जुम पाखे सना से जना दिगु जुसा लालना अथेहे फेसबुक लाइभ पाखे जना दिगु जुसा फेसबुक लाइभ कमेन्ट याना थागुन हिसाब तया दि फैदासे ठाउँ या ज्याजो छ ठाउँ या पाहा सोसाओगुई न्यागु गुबे पाहा कोरियोग्राफर लिसे परफॉर्मिंग आर्टिस्ट मेजु निशिला शाक्य जुया त ठाउँ या ज्याजो छ लस्को सेना जना जजला पनि निशिला जो ज्याजो छित लस्को
नमस्ते
हजुर ठाउँ कने छि विशेष सेना गु कथा व्यस्त ज्याजना दिउ दुना पाछि इन्डिया छि छम परफॉर्मिंग आर्टिस्ट न जियादी मला इन्डिया पाखि गले नेपाल जाइदिया ओके बारे ब्रिफली बताइ दिदैन बे
चिज चाहिँ इन्डिया थन आई थिंक 2018 त्यहाँ गएको ख अले वयुबले चाहिँ नि जी खास खा भ्याकेसन लाइक 1 month ब्रेक यु लागि चाहिँ वे रे वयु थने छोनि ल्या चाहिँ वयु मको अले वयुबले चाहिँ थन छमछमी डान्स शो ज्या छ द डिपेन्ड सर चाहिँ अरे शोज या चाउँदु डान्सर्स त हेल्प माला या चाउँ टाइम चाहिँ जित इन त ट्रेनिङ याना जोशी चाहिँ जे ओके सो मेबी आई शुड स्टिक ऑन देयर जयन्तनुले चाहिँ नि one after the other projects where so na busy jazz so na atako shiro is a mohni so I haven't thought about going back again
हामीले छि प्लान देना उ जाइदियो थाना नेपाल जाइदियो म खुकी जब भ्याकेसन रुपे जाइदियो तर उ लिसे छि त अपर्च्युनिटी न नेपाली साला तैतला
हजुर थने अक्युपाइज ल जामाली
हजुर ठाउँ कने रियालिटी सो त ना आपन जे मलाई झिगुली तक व्यस्त ज्याजना दियो दुगु कथा छि दो रियालिटी सो नाप meu jazo kata latte tayawe jana di tu uke bari daisa.
Jigu main as a performing artist choreographer say main चाहिँ how you seka त युपति ट्रेनिङ त maybe त share या फस चाहिँ वो चाहिँ वठे खुसी युपति खचे छु न मको त्यसमा जित चाहिँ ले डान्स स्टुडियोले ट्रेनिङ याना बिपे चाहिँ when beginners they come म जी चाहिँ beginners न कसको inspiring feel jurita चाहिँ सारा छ if they are very raw so beginners in the train average I get to introduce them to realm of art to disciplines dancers in ke training quality dance sites called basic foundation ke so what schedule time is I think सबसे धेरै occupation जे उके जुर्थे छ apart from that मेरो main expertise चाहिँ market best known चाहिँ reality show management के खजिगु चाहिँ projects where छ नि dance reality show थ पनि अपोस्या सौसिमरत चाहिँ मेरो सुरुजी जुगुदी अले most of the time चाहिँ सतिउ जान क्लास जा जनि छौ देवना चौको चौको मेरो हाना project वइदी उके double timing याबले चाहिँ अके बिजी जुई हय लागि टाइमै दैमको अरे most reality show ले जैबले चाहिँ नि जाओस नापा नापा training part जुदै थियो dance studio ले spending time with students वो balance चाहिए चाहिँ busy schedule is जुई that time ali
अच्छा David hongkane chi nu pinda si new lisi project say busy jasa na dito.
also आजभरि चाहिँ free recently dancing with stars शीतल finale so लगभग 2 हप्ता जति त free जुबटी था
अच्छा तो dancing career professionally rupi start ju dhamasa chai suru ju dhamasa chai gu kata suru ju kha gu projects bakin suru ju kha kathe suru ju kha ke bari daisa
डान्स चाहिँ खास स्कुले बनाचनुले खास टिचर पिन्छ चाहिँ ताना तानेना चाहिँ ठाउँ चाहिँ बालको प्याखा लुई ताने नाइ कि अले जिदा चाहिँ खास तेज हुँदा I was never very fond of books or kitabe marks percentage you know like was a kind of and I was a very introvert child school is so what time is any dance class that cut my first lela how one maria bonkia da kusi de piano dance class that cut okay class bonkia reason that da piano ale जी introvert जुनी चाहिँ नि खास डान्स क्लासेस चाहिँ जी थय डान्स एबले चाहिँ थ द बेस्ट एक्सप्रेस याफु जस्तो लाइक sorry I'm just mixing नेवारी नेपाली सबै वे डान्स एबले चाहिँ जी थमा थ त चाहिँ बेस्ट एक्सप्रेस याफै थिए जना चाहिँ उके what is up for involvement जो स्कूल on से अले professionally से जी I think class 10 होगा जी चाहिँ डान्स ट्रेनिङ 3 महिना यो ग्याप जीले चाहिँ जी का डान्स ट्रेनिङ टाउनी प्रोफेसनली दया जी ट्रेनिङ स्टार्ट हैन उब्लेन से जी के लाइने वने दया चाहिँ जी उब्ले खास डिसाइड न हो अले ट्रेनिङ याना चनु ब्लेन्स तो renowned choreographers uble time yumpati Renisha ma'am Renisha Bantawarai ale Gambir Vista tipi na pa चाहिँ खास ट्रेनिङ करा छन् उले चाहिँ फिल्म युपति लाइदिन भनिसा असिस्टेन्ट येना जायना वना चाहिँ अहिले अपर्चुनिटीज वाइ आन्सर छ न अहिले ठुके प्रोफेसन ले चाहिँ आई थिंक दिस इज व्हाट आई कैन डू बेस्ट फेस हो अहिले ओके चाहिँ थोरै प्रोफेसन चाहिँ जी ठाउँमा थट चाहिँ केपेबल या अहिले थोरै फिल्ड चाहिँ नभए चाहिँ जी डान्स स्टार्टनले चाहिँ अब ट्रेन डान्सर्सहरू चाहिँ मरुले थपिन्छ सेका छेजना अथे दायाँ बायाँ एना सेका छ कि मनु तपहरू अहिले सर्टिफाइड डान्सर्स त्यहाँ चाहिँ उब्ले मरु सो when I started training जी चाहिँ नि थोरै फिल्डले चाहिँ जी छ म चाहिँ कन्ट्रिब्युट छु आफै थप ढुङ्गा लिपा वेपी डान्सर्स पिन्ट चाहिँ भट इज अ बेटर ट्रेनिङ बेटर डान्स नलेज अहिले बेटर अपर्च्युनिटिज चाहिँ थो फिल्डले गेन आए वो खे चाहिँ जिगो मोर फोकस चाहिँ जितना है गाउने दया चाहिँ जी उबले डिसाइड न हो
हजुर ले अरे अथो डान्सर पि नापो परफॉर्मर त वेक अप नि एक्सपिरियन्स सेबले नि छिता छु बिचारे चाहिँ प्र्याक्टिस को इम्पोर्टेन्स थिन्छ कि एकाडेमिक नलेज को इम्पोर्टेन्स थिन्छ
जिगो एक्सपिरियन्स चाहिँ आई थिङ्क एकाडेमिक्स यो थयो भ्याल्यु दै थयो थासे मलाई जी चाहिँ नि when I meet dancers जी गुब्ले न म academic qualification सुख ध्यान नि मको if they have talent if they have passion to learn जी चाहिँ equally sway academic दुमो हो मरुपी अले practice definitely I would say academics यहाँ opposite academics त दयाना मजु practice एमा को दासा growth खन्दै मको अले practice माया दासा academics यो पनि खास proper utilization न जुइ मको दामाडी so I think practice is the key
हामीले अझ दाइन पनि प्र्याक्टिस मेक्स म्यान पर्फेक्ट एका दाइने छ मलाई
हजुर जिउ आर्टिस्ट यो पनि लाइफ चाहिँ पर्फेक्ट है चाहिँ खास सुन दैमा हो रे फ्यामिली वी आर नेभर सेटिस्फाइड कि सन याकु बालको जाया सान छम थर चाहिँ बुसुम चित बुझे जिम हो अझै बेटर या फै फडी चाहिँ सन्थे छ फडी चाहिँ अझै बालकी पहिला दाइ थियो लोभ दया चाहिँ चित चाहिँ अहिले वो उके यो डिसस्याटिस्फ्याक्सन जुया न चिबी पस्या चाहिँ थौसा कने अप प्र्याक्टिस याद आयो वो प्यासन चाहिँ जी कन्टिन्युसली जुया चनिले चाहिँ ग्रोथ न अप खन्दै
हजुर अथेनाइ थ सेटिस्फाई मजुल केल यो कुसे सेना क्यापति मदै अनलिपा ग्रोथ छिदै दिते ग्रोथ जुजु अनि अथेनाइ सक्सेस राखने मतलब
हजुर ख
हजुर अदु जी यङ एज दि मलाई नपा एक्सपिरियन्स लाई को दे दुंकला जिता डान्स छि लागि प्यासन न ख छि नीति डान्स चाहिँ छु ख
ठुकै ठ्याक्क वान लाइन आन्सर चाहिँ भटी छ बी थाक्वी सुन डान्सर चाहिँ डान्स उयो लागि छ दया चाहिँ दया भटी थाक्वी थिएछ छौ प्याराग्राफ या छौ प्रपर वर्ड डान्स चाहिँ जिउ लागि जिउ आइडेन्टिटी ख द्या फ्यामिली I think जी dance started almost when I was 14 years old or 15 years old and अहिले almost 10-12 वर्ष छौ प्रोफेसन छौ फिल्ड बिदुङका चाहिँ you have grown up with it so जिगु लाइफ युपटी छौ एकदम इम्पोर्टेन्ट पार्ट थियो डान्स चाहिँ नि एन्ड वो डान्स मन त राछ चाहिँ जी दैजी तर जिगुपट्टि एक्चुअल अस्तित्व दाइ नै छौ मनोपट्टि वो चाहिँ आई थिङ्क मिसिङ जी डान्स मन त राछ जिके सो आई वुड से इट्स लाइक माई प्यासन द्याट इज समथिङ द्याट डिफाइन्स मी द बेस्ट
ओके अरे अझै नि डान्स क्षेत्र विशेष मिसा पिन्तला थौकने यो कोजिसा खण्डु मलाई उइलेला डान्स यादाल कि मुआर कता इनिसा प्रोफेसनल रुपे आज बिग नोज इनिसा मखला छिता बुलता खेतल छु फ्यामिली छौ म्युजिकल क्षेत्र सांगीतिक क्षेत्र ख मलाई छिताला अपुलजी अथेसा सोसाइटी न यादा सो रिलेटिभ्स बिन्छ ए बिहा उलान कमे आफैला यथे जग्गा धावपति या चितापति चाहँदै नि बति चाहिँ डिमोटिभेट जुइपति आयो छु जुदुला
होइन स्ट्रगल चाहिँ थयो थासे दुआ जी थन डान्स स्टार्ट हेर्नुले चाहिँ अफकोर्स जिगु फ्यामिली ब्याकग्राउन्ड म्युजिकै दशा न भटिजा जी स्टार्ट हेर्नु टाइममा चाहिँ जी स्टार्ट हेर्नु टाइममा चाहिँ उब्ले न खास डान्स प्रोफेसन चाहिँ वो सिक्योर प्रोफेसन खोजे नि उब्ले चाहिँ वो कन्डिसन चाहिँ डान्स यो मरु चाहिँ स्टार्ट हेर्नु सक्न सो पेरेन्ट्स वर लाइक साइड जब यो लागि ठिक छु हबी यो लागि ठिक छु तर प्रोफेसनै या त चाहिँ भटिता they were not so okay with me dancing as professionally उब्ले चाहिँ या भटिजा थाहा सुस्न परे जुल अहिले convince या त भरि चाहिँ टाइम लाग्यो जला even when I wanted to go for training उब्लेन जी इन्डिया वनी दाइप्लेन या कस छ वनी माउ मिसा या कस छ वनी सुन मरुपति देशे अनवना ट्रेनिङ छाया वनी डान्स एना छियाउ उन्मची वर्षसँग ट्रेनिङ एना गेन करियर देखिउ के field future मरु दाइथे अपोशाना धाउदु रिलेटिभ्स फ्यामिली friends so struggle चाहिँ उब्लेन भटिजा अरे ख difficult time ले जी start and off dancing चाहिँ ठाउँ कने चाहिँ I think situation भटिसा change हुँदो market dance shows हैन plus film industry ले opportunities यो को ठाउँ कने चाहिँ मिस्तम मिजन त दासिदैन if you're talented I think people kind of approach you with opportunities ठाउँ कने चाहिँ यो gender related जुन differentiation दैन पा वो चाहिँ भटिसा कमजोर ठाउँ कने चाहिँ मस्ते त न मसे त न they are like parents classes अहिले चाहिँ join यामा involve यामा डान्स एटला चाहिँ भटिसा मस्त न यो क्रिएटिभ जी एक्सप्रेसिभ जी राइट हैन उनसा एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर रूपमा कासा न या सेल्फ डेभलपमेन्ट पर्सनालिटी डेभलपमेन्ट यो लागि कासा न पेरेन्ट्स पनि सब ठोकने कि मस्ते रहते भटिसा I think नापाई जेनेरेसन से पे ठोकने चाहिँ भटिसा अप पुश है डान्स ओके टाइप पे so I think time has changed and I feel things will get better अझै but is a meu 2-3 वर्ष अझै बाला opportunities wait here song dance industry ले चाहिँ
Neetu Dongol समस्या वाटेन छ होला
हजुर नेटवर्क पनि
या वेका चाहिँ त नि
ओके
नेपालले सत्त बिजुली पनि या होला गुगल
इन्टरनेट
internet connection vati chalasia okay again back
जिबुले चाहिँ बताइसा इन्टरनेट प्रब्लम पनि छ
okay can you hear me Nishila ju tadi sundu
tala du jibu thana बताइसा इन्टरनेट प्रब्लम छ can you hear me हजुर
yes I guess दिराई चाहिँ खथिन्छ internet problem वाला जिठाई चाहिँ unstable गावै चल्थ्यो okay जियान हजुर okay जियान जी खला वाला continue या छिया struggle यु बारे खला जना दिला of course योको आर्टिस्ट विनुपति जी छ योको दैनी struggle period जी छ योको नेना जना वाला चिनीति चाहिँ struggle चाहिँ हैन physical injury चाहिँ गुली तक भोगे आमाला मला आफे त्यसला डान्सर प्लस कोरियोग्राफर इमो वेक अप इन्साला योको मेन डान्सर जी छ खान्छ नि मतलब नु जिसा छु ए नु स्टेप त जिसा छु या लगा योको रिसर्च लाई यान्छ नि हो इले प्र्याक्टिस योको यान्छ खान्दै मलाई जिसा फेसबुक बाकी नभम युट्युब बाकी जिसा योको अनलि बाना इन्जुरी छु ठाउँ त गएपछि प्रोग्रेस थियो पनि ठाउँ त गएपछि एक्सपिरियन्स ले चाहिँ गुली तक फिजिकल इन्जुरी चाहिँ गुली तक भोगे मलाई के बारे रहेछ
dance dance is equals to injuries खासै दामासा injuries are part of dancers life that आज चाहिँ चिसा सिके या ग्रुप में या चिसा परफॉर्म या टाइम में even when you are researching, trying to create a new movement, injury la for you situation la obviously precautions dancers knee pads, safety mats, use la repetitive movement or injury Sano Chiron se toro Jigula. I think I had multiple fractures also while performing. So Jigu main major injury dama. Jigu has back injury while training. The first day India on I've never had professional training on so proper rigorous training has gaze with the India one one dunga has the experience and thonla Nepal training maximum 3 hours 4 hours you training the on we were dancing 12 hours a day with only 2 breaks. So उब्ले चाहिँ खास you physical बनावट वो ची या म चाहन्छु थन छौ कन्डिसन छ नि छौ टाइप यो खाना नै so वो टाइम में चाहिँ अनुवाना ट्रेनिङ आइबे चाहिँ suddenly you are on a proper diet rice ने मजुदाई you're bound to eat some proper food that helps you to keep your dancer's body. So वो सुक्को याव क्रम चाहिँ training na thayo rigorously ki student चाहिँ I think we started around 7 a.m. ale boni चाहिँ लगभग 6:30 सम्म चाहिँ classes हुइजिबो. So continue 12 hours training and all चाहिँ back injury चाहिँ एकदमै common छ मुपरि dancers especially जिगु form चाहिँ because it's contemporary you whole body movement it's like mechanism of whole body it's not specific dance style just a classical maybe opposite footwork opposite yeah layu movement opposite so shoulder ankle injuries opposite because we do overall dynamics of performing arts so you chiro body parts including toes on say kaya you major injuries like spine injuries say ekdam high prone diji mo dance style say so almost every time when I rehearse or I perform injury modu चाहिँ दिनै दै म कन्या ब्रेक छुना छ injury चाहिँ ज्या छ नि
हजुर अहिले अरे इन्जुजु इलेदै नि छु आयो मुभमेन्ट्स वाला कि म जिला यामक त गाजको जेछु नि यादा छे बाखे छ न्याब्ले छिया न्याब्ले गाजको याना होइछ त न्याब्ले थे इन्जुजको जेछु त मलाई यामा तेले कदा अयपति छु मुभमेन्ट्स कि म
I think my mom she used to be like न्याब्ले सोसा घापा नै आवी ठमचा छ मको डान्स एक न्याप्ले सोसा घापा त के नै आवी गुस खाले दाग गुस टुटी दाग मछम दागे दाग न्याप्ले छठा परफॉर्म यावनी घापा नै आवी बरु या वन मटे छेचना ज सुंक दाइ मम्मी चाहिँ भरिजा इन्जुरीज अपोजुला दया चाहिँ कम्प्लेन चाहिँ न्याप्ले याना छ नि कि भरिजा केयरफुल ज्या याबा न्याप्ले घापा नै ज्या छ दया So mom was like, okay, you should stop dancing because you're getting injured every time, having bruises all over you. Kind of, personally, when I was badly injured, there has been time when I was like, okay, maybe I should quit dancing because it's getting a little physically challenging. Situation say, do life, but I have not given up. Because of the love for dancing, I think even though I was struggling with a lot of injuries, but it's a time we like break jusana, no continues yana.
वो इले चिता गापा जुबले ओके आई विल क्वाइट डांस दका मने वाला दका तैतिला नि अनलिपा चाहिँ छु खाना चाहिँ इन्स्पायर द चिता न मको जी यामा छु खाना चाहिँ मोटिभेट या त मला मको जी यामा जितो कन्टिन्यू या दका चाहिँ छु खाना चिता इन्स्पायर दा
Are you specifically where cheese are inspired as a more? I think the dance itself is very inspiring for me. Dance
passion है हैन दका
passion dance it's not about specific dance style or steps or choreography, but dancing is whole like it's a divine universe, 지선 수요 화산 fukuthana dance konde ji thoyu mikha suyo fasala jigo wari pari dukti nature is dancing. So all of these things are just like a G artist when we wake up, I think it's a whole different eyes that we look the universe with. G normal non-dancer pinsa the world pa gaina sway what dancers pinsa gaina sway is whole different. So thufko cheese on like you are living with it. So the inspired cheese on as that but every time when you decide to quit and you wake up one morning, you simply just see something that is like, okay, this is art as well. Like if for example the morning when I woke up from like injury when I was recovering a fracture. So next morning, Nima Pigeon, I saw them. They were doing some little walk around the pillars and they took a little flight of wings. So it was a beautiful dance for me. So that was like, okay, if the birds are creating something, next morning maybe I can do something more better, or maybe use it as a movement in my choreography. So all of these things kind of inspire you.
Tablet si sama self motivate si ma ya da sita su so dai ni so factor so daga ma sita tham siya thai to inspire ya tham siya thai to motivate ya ma some person sila ka ma.
A kind of I think universe is like self-motivating for all artists.
Okay. Ade sida dai ni achi thong da piha ula jana di do continue dancing the chitre je jana di do mana chi ni ti je to na pa chi thana nepali na pa India jai dia na yo ko performer pina pa yo ko artist pina pa se ka we jana di do mana chi ni ti da phasa athama supporter na pa inspire motivated able sita analytic chi.
There are multiple people, but I would say it's Remo D'Souza. He's been my idol since I started dancing. So even till today, he's the one person that I look up to when I feel I need that little motivation and encouragement. So yeah.
Lisi alchi nakti demo decision ji pati na kai tila mala na pa ji chu interview so चाहिँ सिवे कई बारे जीवनी बना दियो या से दियो लिपा वे का ना पे जी कोरियोग्राफी या पति वे का ना पे परफॉर्म या पति मौका ना opportunity ना जी कया दिला लगा दिला वो एक्सपिरियन्स चाहिँ गथे दिला शेयर या सर जी आज हम आइडल रुपे का ये दी म वो खाइदा
Firstly, it was very unreal. Music has expect my Remosa say venue le way there. I think I was doing play Gandhi Chisa Dago play le. He was one of the chief guests. Perform Yana Sono Blaze Jigu. I think colleagues they started screaming backstage. Remosa where we do audience there. Perform I was kind of like performing, but I was looking where is he sitting. खोजिरहेको जिस माला त गन्डु there. Suddenly performance he came on stage, he congratulated all of us. That was my first meeting with him. Dancers crowd they were all trying to get a sneak peek of him. Last day line I think he saw me from a very distance and he walked across that line and suddenly he just came and said, "You've done a wonderful job." And I still remember, I think I was just looking at him and I was awestruck completely because I saw my idol in front of me. And suddenly he commented saying that you've done a wonderful job and he pulled my cheeks. So the whole experience was like, am I dreaming? That it was that kind of moment.
Okay. अरे जिता मेरो छोरी निवास थियो नि चाहिँ त नि यदि चाहिँ डान्सर म खोज्छु छ यदि डान्सिङ क्षेत्र म खोज्छु छ बिहाउली क्षेत्र म खोज्छु छ त्यो प्रोफेसन छु जी
Apart from dancing, I'm very interested in social work. I love spending my time doing community development and all that. Because Jigu daddy, apart from music, he's also into paintings. School na ji aposha before I started dancing, I was also known as a famous art person. School ni so national competition or you ji art competition is a part kaya I often had like good scores. So I think dancer mozud jasa maybe kita social worker jiji ki maksa painter, like I would be doing some art.
ओके यहाँ चाहिँ सब आर्ट क्षेत्र जुल
Also.
हजुर ಅಲ್ಲಿ ci tindaidila ci social worker na ci fu daga daidila mala ci choreography abile daini na pa chu ayo budi events guli चाहिँ छौ daini chu awareness bi maupati ayo pati chu event ayo organize yana diyo dukimar ayo dance ci yana diyo dukimar
Recently chisan Nepali yanopati one was the flight choreographed by Elise Banik. Ani directors they were from Belgium. So we put up that musical production related to human trafficking. So you what I may say has ekdamai you women trafficking you cases ekdam धेरै भए छ टाइम चाहिँ चिसा फ्लाइट ताउ चाहिँ एउटा प्ले डान्स प्रोडक्सन चाहिँ चिसा उब्ले यानो I think Shilpi Theatre or Mandala Theatre is perform now was I went for about maybe 7 shows what I may ole meo say recently 2022 la yano say Especia, which was about plastic pollution. So ji Kathmandu le say aposha ekdamai धेरै air pollution ole plastic pollution when new cheese सकाएर चाहिँ चिज न्यू प्रोडक्सन चाहिँ परफर्म यानहरू आटको भिडियो फ्रीज बाना
हजुर निशिला जो
हजुर जिउ वाइफाई प्रब्लम जुल्गा
नितान्त आथे जेक्संदु अनि आज छि यो कोइना छि आज हम वेस्टर्न आथे बलिउड युपति योको फर्म द छि सेका दिउ दु मला ठिकै हजुरले वसी पनि छि नेपाली न सेका दिउ लगा दैदिला न आ ठाउँ पनि नेपाली टिम मला नेपालीपति डान्सिङ फर्म्स छि सेका दिउ दु कि मरु
प्रोफेसनली चाहिँ मरु खास चाहिँ पहिला स्टार्ट नब्ले चाहिँ obviously चिसा नेपाली स्टार्ट आपले चिसा more about cultural folk dances ओके टाइम चाहिँ जी आई थिंक मारुनी टप्पा कौडा झ्याउरे सोङ्गु पेङ्गु फर्म चाहिँ जी अपोस्या चाहिँ वे पेङ्गु स्टाइल चाहिँ परफॉर्मेंस याना छ नो टाइम चाहिँ these were more like major forms. So I don't think I kind of switched into more towards modern dances. Way form ta चाहिँ continue मैना certain time यो लागि सेका अले भन्नुगा थयोपति मेन जुन फर्म चाहिँ जुगो अपोस्या इन्ट्रेस्ट हो वे फर्म चाहिँ यो अप प्रायोरिटी बिया
ओके अरे यार ची Yoko apala Bollywood forms very different forms dance pati forms yako seka diudu mala uki madde na conversion na chi seka diudu uki madde chita chi विशेष yana daga da khasa two forms two dancing forms chita chita yoko ni purnata yoko daini chita dai yoko masi ke paiji
Contemporary and jazz.
chita
See your video or audio not freeze, so if you could repeat the question or anything that you were saying. Still couldn't hear. Still chiu audio disturb as on do.
Hello.
Hello.
हजुर ट्याली सुन्दा
हजुर नक्तिनी क्लियर बोला
हजुर आज ओके हजुर आज दैतिला ची कन्टेम्पोरेरी प्लस ज्याज छिटा ची यको ओके चाहिँ पोक्त जु दगा दैतिला मला छिटा यो पटी डान्सिङ फर्म्स and बिए ख
there are three. It's like contemporary, jazz, Latin. For songs, one of the favorite forms that I'm ali. So like I'm fond of all the dance style, but I think these three say for songs I think body le of suit jo ja चाहिँ for songs of favorite tism चाहिँ for me apodu.
हजुर अथवा सोङ्गु फर्म मध्ये चाहिँ मलाई छिटा सबसे दक्षिण हापमा चाहिँ छम पर्फर्मर ख छम आर्टिस्ट ख दगा चाहिँ गुपति फर्ममा चाहिँ छिटा दक्षिण हापमा निशिला जु दगा सु फर्ममा चाहिँ छिटा मसिकु ख
Contemporary damali first is
हजुर हामीले छु त्यो डान्सिङ करियर न चाहिँ कन्टेम्पोरेरी बाहेक सुरु जुझि सायद
first चाहिँ झिसमा ट्रेनिङ काइले थन नेपालले चाहिँ उले कन्टेम्पोरेरी शेनिपी टिचर्स त मरु आना मरु अपोस्या लाइक I haven't seen any certified contemporary teachers atagna Nepali. So what I may say has ji freestyle started no kana pa Bollywood is modern milege pehali mala Bollywood films just filmy dance style ke started no ka Deepa India wana way dunga say I think people knew that I'm trained in contemporary dance say ublen se ha starts at piano mo
हजुर अरे चिना चिनी दैदिला थाना यको अप्रेसका बालावती बालापी कोरियोग्राफर त मरु नाप कन्टेम्पोरेरी डान्स एपी मरु रका दैदिला मला अरे आज इन्डियन रियालिटी शो के शो सा कोरियोग्राफर त यको थिए नेपाली त न खाना चाउँदै मला तुके कारण चाहिँ छुजी थाना यको अपर्च्युनिटी मरुपति कारण खकी त जिसा नेपाली चाहिँ पिने इन्डिया पति यको रियालिटी शोले जिसा नेपाली त न खान्छौँ नि मलाई एज अ कोरियोग्राफर अथवा पर्फर्मर रूपेण चाहिँ खाना चाउँदै के कारण चाहिँ छुजी
India obviously market taro so opportunities na okay apodu ale thonchopi artists the on one opportunities exposure dai there when you like they have that thing India wanna perform at let's say jita opi opportunities yoko dai there they have that mindset one of practically sway masa चाहिँ थन्सेपले upward dance your level upward opportunities upward respect undo definitely for dancers Nepal I think there are brilliant dancers brilliant choreographers napai time moruji since I started only but by now there are a lot of talented young artists young choreographers in the market ale than opportunities do, or I think they don't have experienced manpower. These are what that has. Financially incapable la makuji Nepali na thana jisa Nepali upati dance reality show yable na anthe kharcha maju sana thana invest type monu ta chai do they make good stage good lights but quality wise I feel the team that works behind the stage they are not experienced enough to do justice to the actual output of a reality show. Actually, India is engaged with us. Our crew members are opposite. Be skilled, be trained, the properly guidance, be mono the for performance as it is a thena shoot yeah backstories it thena deko sa balai audience does it for ye right even judges comments yeah blena contestants does it thena comment as maybe it will hit more as a pura scripted content pre-discussion thon चाहिँ नि खास go with the flow kind of system to thन्छ नि गेज या जाउँ त अरे या होगा भरिसा नुबु टाइप experiment या चाहिँ थन environment भरिसा मिले मजुनी आतक न and I feel audience India is they are more like they accept things very easily and Nepal is a भटिजा certain content पचया भटिजा थाको नि अझैन for example if it's little different than how commercial stuffs are what is a भिन्न किसिमको movie या भिन्न किसिमको performance या खत्म मोन्टेसँग 3 मा हो अले वो जे न मोन्टेसँग easily छुट्या जाउँदो या आतको मार्केट गेज या जाउँदो वे टाइप को जा चाहिँ या स commercially benefit जुइ दैट किसिममा चाहिँ reality show design जुइ भन्छ नि dancers definitely India योपटी level यो बराबर भी dancers छन् दु मरु ध्या चाहिँ मिले मजु अले choreographers न एकदमै top class भी choreographers न दुछन well creative well trained जी चाहिँ kind of reality show design I would say it's fault of the team that they cannot bring that desired output अले चिसा expect यानो ठेजाउपति content चाहिँ show न beam of नि आटग नापा सेबले चाहिँ भटिजा develop चाहिँ जुद नापाला reality show दायो I think the first one was Thomsami Wolunga चाहिँ बिसार बिसारमा वया जाउँदु one after the other and it's getting better so maybe मेरो 2-3 वर्ष चाहिँ अझै better experience जुइ चाहिँ मनुले त गेना डिजाइन या गेना या चाहिँ अफिरा
Okay. Well, अच्छी तरीके से ना बस ये आला थों करने ला ये को advanced technology लिसे कया stage दाना जिसा इंडिया पति similar खंडुंगाला माला थों करने जिसा नापा performer तेसा नापा गुलिना competition ने जाई दी बेक अपिंसा छे practice याना वही दासा थों करने सुधा सुधाई choreographer दा चीना समझ यादी सुधा सुधाई choreographer दा तया थों करने अनि practice याक्यो अठे जाउँदै नि मलाई अथवा कनि वो पहिले पति ई सेबले ई सया थौ कनिलाई यो को opportunity वो ठे जो खाला
Napai seplela opportunities apply to them and company saying like one after the other Napai time events not pass like high class events but is a limited napa ole dance show I think the way they presented dance shows were अलिकति old school Napai pre-presentation as we have better camera people we have better creative producers we have better directors so reality show every content na napa say it's getting better opportunities not how can dances in top or napa say like dancers tablets is mainly say background dancers like film yobati milezula ya music video background dancing I think they had limited payments organizations recently we have dance associations to do so they have set a bar line that a system of working na system dancers they play way type of treatment na moru respect na moru because they understand value of dancers pimonta dancers for visual gaze properly they kind of prioritize so opportunities चाहिँ better do possibly.
हजुर ले आधो परफॉर्म या बेले न प आधो डान्स प्र्याक्टिस या बेले मला परफॉर्मर तेस मी गुली तक कंठ या मा
Depends on what kind of work it is. चिजमा perform या बेले चाहिँ it's a choice. Lip sync या मा सा कंठ या म या सा म आए थे अले background dancing चाहिँ खासै चिजमा chorus singing ए दुरासा चाहिँ maybe if there's a part we remember the song मन मक्सा चाहिँ खास lyrics चाहिँ खासै याद मारिनु चिज चाहिँ main it's about beat music change okay चाहिँ चियो main focus चाहिँ on अपो the lyrics पे हैन
अरे आ वो म्युजिक या मी कंठ या म ए बेले वो के याना चाहिँ कंठ मजी बेले के याना चाहिँ स्टेप्स त लो मन्यो अति प्रब्लम होइ के
मी कंठ टाइपले चिज maybe lyrics Apasco yeah they mokula that amali but depends actually what kind of dance form you do ji perform ya bla चाहिँ I go for the music lyrics से पनि छ focus कम दिजिको चाहिँ but obviously चिसमा perform या नाच्नु दु or if we are working suppose चिसमा choreography या चाहिँ me obviously न्यानमा lyrics on चाहिँ कया beat every single details way me चिसमा I think 50-60 चोटी न्याना पुरा डेनी ब्लेना way me बजे जिति नेप्ने उली लिमिटेड क न्यानी माजी छ चाहिँ so जायो छु ज्याख अले what is the purpose okay depends it has बिचारे चाहिँ there are some dancers who are lyrical dancers so for them it's more about lyrics and music both कोही गुली चाहिँ आछि moreover they are like beat crushers so for them it's more about musicality than the actual lyrics of the song it depends I think situation अनुसार
अच्छी परफॉर्म याना दी भले धौ तक परफॉर्म याना दी भले दैनी स्टेप्स लो मो यादा आयो छु इंसिडेंट्स तो क्यों मार
that happens every time
ले कथे ना ची बीट जना दी कथे ना ची दैनी स्टेप्स तक कथे ना चेंज याना दी के कथे ना दी
usually chisa if I'm doing the center part like lead part दैनी चिसा if you are the lead part it's okay if you goof up you can just create something and it looks part of the choreography but if you are working in a group if it's a synchronized step shen khatma pura act barbad जीवले so manage la जिया चिसा obviously napa starting ए चिसा immature dancer जुइबले चाहिँ step shen khatma आते जिसु जिबि छ्या रे मलाई बिचे रोकेन जुइदुको many times but after like performing for a while and after being professionally trained you sort of kind of know the cheat things on stage if you're performing if something goes wrong how to cover up even if you do a mistake make it look like a part of dance teachers so I think by now we kind of know how to bring that in action
अलग छु सिग्नेचर स्टेप देखि म प्राय कोरियोग्राफर त्यही पति नाफा डान्सर त्यही पति सब सिग्नेचर स्टेप त्यही छ निन्छ छु सिग्नेचर स्टेप देखि म
that's a tricky one actually signature step there maru but I think I have a signature pattern of movement that's a damile a signature like it's a hook step some particular hook steps you I think contemporary artists don't have a specific hook step it's using contemporary dancers when you say they have a different pattern of movement like vocabularies and the movement what's a specific do signature move that's a morga
अथे आछि छम छौ इम्पल्स परफॉर्मिंग of arts dance studio pati chi sama director athe founder na chi ati thu dance studio bare thuke bare bata introduction bia sangu karan स्थापना जिला नाप गबले जिला अनि thuke motive se chu kha gaypi dancer pinta to target kha ke bare desan
impulse dakhat ma chai I think it pretty much stands with the word itself was suddenly impulsive Jack Foleno studio cast. It wasn't pre-planned or anything, but I always wanted a space. Jiguse has dance studio khole. Everybody has like, okay, we are going to start dance classes, we'll start teaching people, this is going to be a dance business. Jugo purpose has what is a for a kisim I more wanted a collective space. A cheese dama khasa artist pinu gathers you had as and khase moro thana Nepal is a GP one place gazes as there are different hubs where artists gather, they jam. Thon Nepal is a maybe sometimes we get to see it Mongol Bazare, Basantpur side, Google Sade Pati or was a guitarist or free singers me or all they jam up. Was a lele se khandu, but we don't have a specific hub where dancers can gather or singers, musicians can gather to jam up या explore गर्ने यो पनि tiny artist when your creativity increases when you share and when you meet different kind of people. What has a khase on a model? So my main focus was to make it a collective space where I can have different sort of artists under one roof. It could be singer, musician, dancers together. So tomorrow, if I plan to create something, I don't have to look outside the road. Like, I don't have to put an ad saying I'm in need of singer or a musician. I know that from that particular space, I can find people. First priority is work. Second, moreover, it was art based. The concept is I was not planning to make it like a dance business, but it was more like sharing and sharing what I know to dance enthusiasts of different age. And यो नेपालले चाहिँ खास कोलाबोरेसन भए चाहिँ एकदमै लिमिटेड अर्गनाइजेसन्स पनि छ यही when you plan to have international artists coming, like Geo Dance Circle is a workshop that different people from different parts, they come, they teach, they share, but we don't have a proper collaborating space. So mainly say for Impulse, when I started, I wanted it to become a hub of collaboration where Nepali artists, Nepali dance forms can be shared with Western people. A mix but is something new can be created with time. I think obviously it's you ancient form you thought has a aesthetical values but with time I think we can create something new if we can bring a little bit of combination between Western र Nepali form mix and everything. So a proper platform of sharing tons of in the pins of artists being about collaborate and but these are better opportunities, better platform. Well, was a Jew like has Impulse start and the third one was to use a major principle of Impulse was dance movement therapy. DMT that is a way of teaching is called dance movement therapy. So dance is it's not just a hobby or it's not just about steps, learning how to move in a song, but dance is equally important in your lifestyle. If you're facing any kind of psychological issues, physical health issues, emotional problems, so dance can actually act as a source for healing all these kind of things. So all of these kind of muscle injuries or bone injuries that come because of inactive lifestyle. Mostly Nepal is 5 to 6 table chair job. That means they are spending at least 6 to 7 hours of their life sitting in one stable position. So they start developing muscle soreness. You obviously exercise comes with whoever works in office, they don't have a proper diet style of eating, so they eat whatever they find. So all of that things kind of bring all health issues. So for the dance movement therapy, you we think has it's more designed for helping all sort of problems that you face physically, mentally, and emotionally. So if somebody has depression, somebody is having mood swings, anyone is introvert, they cannot talk, they cannot express, and all sort of hypertension, any kind of age related issues, like once you cross, especially if you are a female, after crossing 28, 29, your body agility and muscle flexibility starts deteriorating, bone calciums, they start fading out. And people who cross like 35, they start developing knee pain, joint pain issues, arthritis, obesity, high blood pressure, so many things. So via this, like we try to communicate with everyone of all age groups. So impulse is you from starting 4 years non se kaya chiyo. I think we have the senior citizen who is about 55 years old. So all age pinta focus and I think okay, along with dancing, along with fun, it's also about concentrating on your health, all sort of. People are concerned more about physical health, but less about psychological problems or emotional issues. So major target was kind of making people aware about how dance can do overall good to you rather than just taking it as a hobby and moving to a song.
हजुर अथै नतुन चिनी ठना दि थे थे इम्पल्स पाखे थम मनोपति डान्स पाखे दैनि थव साइकोलॉजिकल प्रॉब्लम्स तर सॉल्व बेना वे जना दियो रका दाइ दिला मला ना पा छि थम सोशियोलॉजी स्टूडेंट न खट के ते गुली तक हेल्प यान छ दु छि थम सोशियोलॉजी स्टूडेंट जी या चाहिँ तै डान्स पाखे मनोतेपति साइकोलॉजिकल प्रॉब्लम त छि सॉल्व यान वे जना दियो okay the guli taka help jatsondu
I think sociology has helped in understanding community. When we live in a society, what is a proper mindset that a certain bunch of people have achieved as a whole society le cheer copy most se kaya ekdam senior like old generation if you monotalk, they are in the same society. So as we categorize different age group, their way of thinking, their needs are different. So sociology not say for need understand ya say ekdamai it helped me out to understand what is their need. Achisa mostly train ya tarika gain aya sa opi, because kids of today they are like they get bored very easily, especially when it's mobile generation haukane. They are not into chia napa jasa we play skipping chungi sort of things, hide and seek. So it was more like being people to people games. How can I say as a generation if you must say they are more like sitting in one room playing on a phone. So maybe that's kind of stopping them from being more motor skills maybe their physical health is being affected. I must say like we can see they wear glasses. Plus their postures kind of because they stay like that for a very long time. So fuko cheese on say how to aware them about all these things. Parents pintona must dance more about bone health, muscle health, strength, flexibility, stamina, their personality development. So four categories also. Then we have mid-age teenagers. They have a different mood swing problems like adolescents. They are like more, they have that immature flinging problems, mood swings, and they are more into they cannot be still in one proper thing. Their interests keep fluctuating from one thing to another. So how to deal with them, and plus when they are growing up, what age is and what is the proper way of developing them properly. Okay, like it was very helpful. And then we have all these mid-age people who are married, who have had babies, female is and males like obviously who are office people. So studying about what they eat, how is their lifestyle. Office they're too tired, they sleep. So how to design a proper course for these category people. And then we have senior age people who are not that physically active, who have muscle and joint issues, who sugar, the diabetes, the thyroid, the lot of issues they have when they grow old. So sociology kind of it also brought community welfare, community development packages, Gena Dekyu. Okay, so it was very helpful for me to understand.
Okay, aji thau video to YouTube I can thau share ya na pa de ana di pa ji thuka cha ana di pa ji khala ni cha
Okay.
Ito say so dancing reality show packing kha ji kayo
I hope it's a nice one.
so the ji play ya ana di pa ji ana khala wala packing
Okay.
Wow. Beautiful. Ooh. Wow. Wow.
हामीलाई सरप्राइज छ भनेका थियौं
Okay, सरप्राइज जाने थिएँ सरप्राइजै खमल थियो सम्भवतः नेपाली म्युजिक इन्डस्ट्री अझ डान्सिङ इन्डस्ट्री थोला यो कोही दैनी सरप्राइज खाए खमला थो थो एक्सपिरियन्स गुगल हजुरला गुलिताका प्र्याक्टिस ला गुलिताका ठाकुला नापा थो नेपाली लागि अलमोस्ट फर्स्ट टाइम खमला थो थायपति पर्फर्मेन्स थियो थो गुलिताका पसिबल जिल्ला के बारे चाहिँ निठान गुलिताका ठाकुला
I think it was a lot of rush. Jise khas wo program mein I was head of choreographers. So along with my performance, I had to look after baki contestants, the performances, the costumes, props, lightings, everything. So imobari fukashu acts where how you act ready plus how you costume plus how you pura preparation ready it was a lot of rush. I still remember Jugo performance maybe it was 15 seconds or 20 seconds left and I was still running behind stage to check on someone else's costume already mazuni so that was kind of difficult. Time management it was more difficult because I only had 2 days to prepare my act because I was helping for other behind the scene part, production part, and pulling off aerial in 2 days was little difficult. Do training obviously do, but it had been a very long time that I had not practiced it. It's not how behind the camera jab, it's how you self practice, self work out the body. Okay, compromise let's say time the imahu. So it was kind of rush. Everything was in rush.
या आज या थे आधा में थे जैसे या अंते अंते थिंदन को कुदु छु थौकनेला नेपाली सूचना दिउँदो 2018 निसी नेपाली सूचना दिउँदो गर्दा होला मलाई छु थोसिपे न्योला छु करियरा इन्डिया बालन चौन दु थौकने याथान्ना बालन चौन मलाई currently धना नेपाल पाखे नाप इन्डिया शिफ्ट हाना शिफ्ट पति I plan to do
Shift there, I think Zimahuri, but I would want to go there for some time. Sarasat, Ithana giant time is it because we have very limited trainers dina napadai thens no. Jigo formula like thana chisala pini seka wea chisna thoyupati sopri chis thana me pinta shena thana but in order for us to learn individually, teachers some more thana properly that can help you to upgrade. Chisna thoyupati training but what after that we started teaching, so we have kind of stopped learning ourselves. So maybe for that particular reason I would want to go back, train again, spend some time and look for more interesting works. I have been working since 2018 and project but I want to see if there are more interesting opportunities. So okay, like definitely I would love to go back again.
Seki Midina Society to say plan to.
हजुर.
Okay. Thame to jazz ante chende kodo ante thame to jazz zoom pakena office to paken sa jana di pinta Osivenyo Dave Moharjan Jina Lalana de do okay we ka ne sa ta edita ina pe. So tala pa de sa. Jazz li sita las kustu. Ne sa ta edita ina pe chi.
Sorry, Jojo, both of you guys and everybody who is participating on this program. मैले चाहिँ ठो प्रोग्राम सोयोपछि बिचमा सोयो जुल एकदमै नलेजफुल इन्फर्मेसन बिया दिउली यको धन्यवाद अहिले सुभाइ basically question should ask to physical sambandhi, are you still in pain or something is facially चाहिँ ठो डान्स सम्बन्धी चाहिँ छु चाहिँ इन्जुरी जो दुखिदै चाहिँ छौ प्रश्न ख अहिले मेरो चाहिँ छौ चाहिँ सुझाव चाहिँ छुरासा छि नेपाली वा जयन्तीले चाहिँ ठो डान्स सम्बन्धी यो जुनी चाहिँ ठाउँ पनि चाहिँ ठो अमेरिका चाहिँ इन्डियन टे कम्युनिटी त्यसमा चाहिँ योको इन्डिया मनुट चाहिँ थाना होस्ट याना चाहिँ प्रोग्राम त यन्छौं जुली there are some hopes in United States too. Recently चाहिँ थाना ह्युस्टन दाउड हसे चाहिँ छौ चाहिँ arena theater in a छौ प्रोग्राम जुडु गे नेपाली त यको संलग्न जुन खण्डु usually basically I was wondering about your health situation. छु चाहिँ वो डान्स सम्बन्धी जीवले चाहिँ वो long lasting injury जुन सम्भावना त चाहिँ दुजुली जिनाप चाहिँ थाना ह्युस्टन चाहिँ त्यो ब्याले डान्स यपी मनुटेयु चाहिँ एल्डरली मनुटेयु चाहिँ त्यो ब्याक पेन ज्या चाहिँ एकदमै खुइ चोपी चाहिँ जी भिजिट याना चाहिँ जी चाहिँ खास हप्तै छक्का जग्गा भिजिट या उखा अले इमिनाप चाहिँ कम्युनिकेसन याबले चाहिँ ठो एल्डर एज चाहिँ especially belly dance not the belly dance ballet dance yes यही मनुटेर चाहिँ एकदम ठो ब्याक पेन चाहिँ एकदमै दुःख बिर्छ हुँदी छिउ चाहिँ ख्वासेबले चाहिँ seems like you have some kind of pain. I don't know, that's why I'm asking.
No, absolutely. Luckily I have never had such kind of long-term injuries. I've always had minor stuff. It's not that major, so I keep getting injured, I keep recovering, I perform again, I again get another injury. So I take it as a part of dancer's life. You can never be free from injuries, blisters, bruises, muscle cramps, sprain, even bonal ligament tear. All these kind of injuries come with your journey as a dancer. So it's like you get them, you recover them, and you wear it like a trophy once. How your body man, like it's just they're just like souvenir of saying that okay, you've come this across. There was one more injury added on your list and you bravely recovered it. So it acts like a trophy for me. And she's not that into ballet dancers saying because they start training at a very young age when they're almost 4 or 5 years old, and they train themselves really rigorously. They are on a specific diet that keeps their body lightweight because they need to stand on their toes. So because of that, obviously, as they grow older and they cannot perform ballet anymore, their body kind of start having all these skeleton and muscle problems because when they train, they are more like elastic. If you see ballerinas, they dance as if they have no bones in their body. So
Exactly.
and obviously if we have been excessively using anything and suddenly we stop doing it, jam. So it's something very similar to do with it. You've been dancing since you are 3 or 4 years old, like physically challenging yourself because our feet is not designed to walk in a certain way that the ballerinas. We cannot walk on our toes. It's a very what do you say, it is different than how our physical body is designed. It's not normal. So doing that for all these years and suddenly stopping to do it, because of that they start developing all these especially back injuries are very common with ballerinas, and the other one is ankle, toe and knee injuries for them. So majorly चाहिँ थोरै कारणमा चाहिँ खास अफकोर्स चाहिँ ballerinas they complain about all these injuries.
Okay, thank you for all the information. You seems like you are very much researchfully going forward. It's wonderful to hear about all those stuff that you mentioned about the therapy stuff, combining with the dance and therapy. That's a wonderful idea. I support for that very much. Back to you, Neetu, and both of you. Thank you. I'll just listen in the background. Thank you.
Yaji jaza antichen kukutu ipi kukutu thone to jaza zoom back in up fisu back in says an DP napa to choreography kshetre napa to as a performer rupe gulina jai DP do struggle yansana DP do wala the career the as a dancer career rupe gulina palata jana do wake up in the to some message that dita in that.
Nepal is, I think most of our dancers, they are like you mean I think community they are more job seekers and job creators. Time is maximum dancers, they are always looking for opportunities that it will come, but as artists we cannot stop in one place and look for someone else to give you opportunities. So what I'm saying is dancers in our country today, they are more of job seekers. They are waiting if anything comes up, if anyone will offer something, rather than trying to form a community that can strongly create opportunities for themselves. India, country, so they have a community, they have strong unity among one another. So because of that, they don't have to wait for anyone else to provide them with opportunities. They create it by themselves. For Nepal is already, but is a community. I think unity is lagging a little bit. So scattered community, community morula moko, but it's kind of scattered. So hip hop has a different community in some corner. Folk dance, cultural, corner is how community do. Then apart from that, like Latin community there, but is a chutai do. So all these communities are there, but it's kind of scattered. And because we belong to one similar field, which is dance, if we cannot work with one another, if we cannot create something together, then we always wait for someone else that, okay, if any project comes up, they're always looking for something. So in that waiting, I feel a lot of time is wasted, a lot of talent is wasted. So maybe I would just suggest IP dancers who are looking for career in dancing, stop waiting for someone else to provide you. Maybe start making a strong team together. See, आजूबाजुले दुख्ने meu form be community so we cannot be like I do a particular style at the content it doesn't mean that I cannot be in good terms with a hip hop dancer or somebody who is doing cultural. We all belong to same field, so we need to learn how to work together, how to collaborate together. You market ekdamai chiro opportunity maybe limited number songu wasa. We all start making it a race that who is going to get it. So instead of doing that, maybe we try to share equal opportunities and provide it to those who deserve it and try to create something together. Reason why that IAP dancers in the
Ikai kusuba tu amule ipia tila na panchi message yemi tila ikai kusuba. Ye thame the jazele jai tila chida ikai kusuba na de chana chana. Thame the jaze sa chisa pya hau lami athe he choreographer Neetu Nishila Shakya juna bakhala bala yana gazula. Athe thau zoom pa kisana sa jana dipina for Facebook live sa jana dipinda sakal chida apala apala suba de sa se thame the jaze pa ki Neetu Dongol ba jana jema bha suba.